evening, everyone. Welcome to Jordan Valley Ice Park and some unexpected weekend action here in town as the Spirit are on the ice getting ready to take on the Oil Kings of Oklahoma City. And we are underway for warm-ups. The Spirit decked out in their CSDP uniforms. Oil Kings in their whites. Kurt Bussin here to bring you all the action along with Scott Lutzke. And not sure if we'll have a color commentator tonight or not. Kelly Carden nowhere to be found at the moment. Not sure if he's going to be here tonight or not. Didn't confirm with him before the game. But nonetheless, we will have hockey for you here in just a little bit. And as I mentioned, a little change in plans as Spirit originally scheduled to be in St. Joseph, Missouri this weekend, but 2020 being what it is, change in plans and some quarantine issues for the St. Joseph team, and some fine work by team manager Ryan Robb along with Scott Lutzke, able to put together these games against Oklahoma City, not only games against Oklahoma City, but games here in town, so no travel involved, which is fantastic. And should be a good weekend of hockey. Game tonight and tomorrow morning. And this will be the second meeting of the season for these two teams. Earlier, right here at Jordan Valley Ice Park, the Spirit won a pair of games against the Oil Kings by identical 5-0 scores. So the Spirit will try to continue that trend here. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the warm-up session. And I also did not confirm if we have any players out this weekend. Looks like we got a full squad on the ice, but there may be some players missing. We'll double check that and let you know. Actually on the West rink today, I haven't seen him either. So a little bit of a different look, usually on the East rink, but this game's scheduled for the West rink tonight, and got a good vantage point, although there is a rather large column to my right that's blocking the view in the near corner on the right side, but a little lean forward, that should take care of the issue. Now under a minute to go here, just about set for action. Good crowd on hand to take this one in. And thank you to the Oil Kings for being able to make it to town on such short notice. Talked it over with Scott Lutzke a couple of minutes ago, trying to confirm if these are in fact still league games, since they're kind of last minute put together, and not 100% sure of that, but think there's a possibility that these will count toward the league standings. So we'll have to confirm that as well. And the buzzer sounds, ending the warm-up session. We'll gather some pucks and drop one at center ice here momentarily. Also, happened to see Al Valdivia walking around the rink today, which is the first time I've seen him in a long time. Al battling some health issues, so great to see him back in the building and wish him all the best. Didn't get a chance to talk to him yet, but definitely great to see Al back in the building. Teams are gathered at their respective nets. Spirit break their huddle, they're ready to go. And now the Oil Kings skating toward their bench. Looks like referee Ryan Armstrong will be our official with the stripes tonight. And we're going to get some warm-ups here, and we'll listen in on that. All right, we are just about set for action here, and guess who just joined us in the booth? The man himself, Kelly Carton. Welcome, Kelly. I'll give him a second to get his headset on. You bet. Absolutely. Yes.
Sorry, I don't think anyone heard what I just said there. I said I'm glad I made it. I'm unreliable. I'm glad we're playing hockey, and I'm glad we're playing in town. So.
And I agree. Once again. So.
Hey Scott, glad to see
just
you
about
guys back
set here.
Have we welcomed the Lutzkis back to the lineup?
We have. The Lutzkis manning the camera and the laptop. A shout out to Dayton Lovin down there. The public address announcer, always a first-rate production when he's on the mic down there, with both the public address and the tunes. Introductions and the rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, always top-notch.
Sorry, go ahead. All right, so Oil Kings, if I'm not mistaken, we just recently saw them.
We did. I checked back at the results from earlier. I believe we beat them by a pair of 5-0 shutout scores, identical scores.
Well, I'm sure they've gone back and practiced up. So here we go for some hockey.
We've got the top line on the ice to start us off. Kane, Lovin, Worth.
Bussin and Brown at D.
And right off the face-off, we get an icing call. Parker in the net, Cale Parker in net for the Spirit for this game.
Yeah. Give Zane a little time to get his legs back in practice. I'm sure, are we going to see him tomorrow, hopefully?
I would think so.
Good, good. You need to be over here where you can see?
Yeah.
Let's switch spots here.
We'll
put Kurt at the better spot. That way he can see the entire action. I'm just here for color anyway.
Now underway as the Spirit will pick it up, carry it into the Oil King zone. Pass in front, but it's out of the reach of Worth. As good look there from Kane right off the bat. Now centering pass is blocked. And right back to the Spirit player, Lovin. And that one's blocked away and cleared back out by the Oil Kings. Chased down by John Brown as he has it in his own zone. And now he'll pick it up once again, carries it out off the boards. And Worth will just stick it into the corner and go for a line change. Now we get a whistle. And maybe he didn't get a puck stick on that. And we're going to come all the way back down for icing. This time in the Spirit zone, just underway here. 14-14 to go in the first period.
So who do we got? Beaver, looks like Beaver, and
Johnson and Werner on the ice.
Center.
Off the draw to the blue line, held in by the Oil Kings for the moment. And now skated to center ice. Spirit will pick it up there. Werner headman pass. It's off the stick of Beaver, and back in their zone, the Oil Kings are on the boards. Held in by Shimp, and hits the Oil Kings forward. Second effort dumped in and right back out as Brady Allen will chase it down for the Spirit. He's got a man on behind his own net. He's able to shake him. Brady still on the puck, off the boards and out. And now loose puck is picked up by Johnson. Center ice, tries to go around a man and does. Andrew into the zone, and his shot sails wide behind the net. Cleared up the near wall, and now out as Allen will skate over to pick it up. And this time they'll come up the far boards. Outlet pass to no one, and that's going to go all the way down for icing as we'll come back for a face-off in the Spirit zone.
Looks like we got a wholesale change here. 5 kids going in, 5 kids coming off. So it looks like we got Skibby, Brackett, and Carton for the face-off. Daniger and
Eric Life.
Yeah.
Good to see him back in there. Eric
absolutely.
missed the trip to Dallas, so good to see him back on the ice.
Absolutely.
And I was checking for Kallenberger. I'm not sure if Gabe is still out. I don't think I see him on the bench.
I didn't see him on the bench, and I know he didn't go to Dallas. He had been cleared, but they were just being extra safe, you know, and don't blame him one bit. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Now back underway here as Daniger on the puck, cross-ice pass. Too hot to handle for Skabinski. And now back come the Oil Kings the other way, around the defense, and now broken up. Shot from that angle and a pad save by Parker. First shot on goal of this game is off the stick of an Oil Kings player. Now puck sent into the Spirit zone. Cross-ice pass for Skabinski once again, but he's got a man on and dumped back in. This time Eric Life will pick it up behind his own net. As he'll skate up the boards and out. Just out of the reach of Carden and dumped right back in by Oklahoma City.
He was looking for a little touch off that pass on the boards, just a little bit too straight.
Yep. Now Carden will pick it up below the goal line and off the boards. This pass is right on the money, but poke checked away by the Oil Kings. And now loose puck sent in as the Spirit will go for a line change.
They were going to call that icing. He was just on the other side of the red line, but they touched it.
Now on the forecheck, picked up by Calvin Wheeler. Pulled your number there.
I'm rubbing off on you.
And clear up the far boards. Bussin will backhand it back in, down low. And now picked up by Oklahoma. He overskates and falls down.
That looked
but
like
Oklahoma City
stepped
able
on
to
a
carry it
shoelace or
out.
something.
And John Brown will disrupt things along the far boards. He's able to pick it up, skate it back out. Good work by John. Down the left side with some speed.
Very
and
nice
he's
move
able to
by
push
John.
it into the corner. And now taken there by the Oil Kings as they'll break it out.
Great job
Up the
by
near wall.
Calvin Wheeler to drop back on D as Brown took that in. Smart play on his part.
Big check into the boards below the net as the Oil Kings have some pressure on. Wheeler there along with Will Peters, and now Bussin battling for it. Taken by the Oil Kings, and a shot is blocked, doesn't get through. And Wheeler will pick it up. Tries to sneak through the defense, and still fighting for it. Down low, puck taken by Oklahoma City. Cross-ice pass as they'll try to chase it down, but it's just out of the reach of the forward. Good thought there, but again, just some issues there with the angle
Yep.
of the pass. 10:47 to go here in the first period. Still no score here in Springfield.
Like to see that motor by Calvin Wheeler chasing him down like that. You know, he's got the fitness level where he can just keep his legs moving the entire time.
Now off the draw. Bouncer is settled by Kane, and he'll work it into the corner. Below the net, looks to center it or skate it in front. Now from a bad angle, shot is blocked. Right to Wyatt Worth. He'll look to work it in front. Now flips it down low. Picked up there by Gavin Lovin. And he'll dump it down low on a cycle. As Kane will pick it up for Worth. Good movement here by the Spirit. Now back to Shimp. His shot hits a skate in front. Doesn't get through. And now they'll battle for it again in the near corner. Lovin tries to work it in front. We got a delayed call coming up here.
We got a penalty on Worth. He pushed the guy down in front, so willing to bet he's going to go spend some time in the box.
So first penalty call of this game as the Spirit will find themselves shorthanded. And referee Ryan Armstrong indicates interference.
I saw the guy go down, and I saw that he and Worth were, you know, fighting for room in front of the net there.
So Brackett and Carden out to kill the first part of this penalty with Daniger and Eric Life as the Oil Kings will dump it in. Carden back first for the Spirit. He's able to find an opening and dump it out. Good job there by Major. And now hustling after it is Brackett on the forecheck. Oil Kings have it up the near boards, but it's going to be picked off by Carden. He'll dump it back down low. And now Brackett looks to center it. Good job just killing time now in the corner. And picked up by Oklahoma City. Outlet pass is out of the reach of the forward and dumped back in by Life. Hits the official and taken there by Carden, but he's taken off the puck.
And off his feet and off the ice.
Now Oklahoma City a shot, and flashing the leather was Parker as he'll put a glove on it. Looks like it may have been going wide, but
was it? Because I thought it was going.
You had a probably better angle on it than I did.
I mean, it might have been pipe.
It was close. Now Warner on the ice for the Spirit with Gavin Lovin. Bussin and Brown, defensive pairing. Now Bussin has it in the corner, tries to shake off an Oil Kings player, and he's able to do so, and he'll wrist it back out to center ice, and it's loose. Can't pick it up, and now Lovin will break it in. Oh, and a good poke check there by the goaltender.
You know,
heads up play there as he's
good
able
poke
to
check, but also really good play by Gavin Lovin, not plowing into that goalie. Saw that he was a little bit defenseless, and you know, discretion being the better part of valor, just waved off. So that could have been a dangerous play.
Yes, absolutely. Now picked up by Werner, centers it in front. Loose puck. Oh, and he overskates it. As the Spirit here, dangerous on the penalty kill. Zahn works it below the net. He's got Lovin in front. Can't get it to him. 14 to go in the penalty.
I think Zahn was just bobbing and weaving for time there.
As Bussin will wrist it down once again and effectively kill the rest of this penalty.
Here comes Shimp across the ice.
Worth steps out of the box back on the ice, and we get an icing call against Oklahoma City. And the Spirit able to kill off that penalty, and Kelly really had the better of the possessional play on that power play.
Absolutely. A couple of shots on goal, certainly held it the entire time. I think the last time we played these guys, we noticed that there's just definitely a little bit of a skill level difference. And it's times like that where, you know, 4 of our kids on 5 of their kids is about equal. And
now
you
off
can really
the draw.
tell it on that kind of thing.
Puck went back to the point and a shot on goal from the left point off the stick of Brady Allen. Now the Oil Kings able to break it back out, and a wrister on net played by Parker behind the net, and a loose puck dumped back down low. Oklahoma City, look out. Shot from a bad angle, sails to the other side, and it's able to be carried out by the Spirit. As Brady Allen will pick up a loose puck.
Wheeler line. That's a kind of a new setup for Coach BJ.
Now a pass for Wheeler. He's able to track it down. Can't work it in front though. And stolen away by Oklahoma City. As the defenseman will peel off and look for an outlet pass. Finds a man in the neutral zone, and they're able to dump it in. As Shimp will pick it up for the Spirit. And off the wall and out. Beaver on the forecheck. Good work there.
Picked up by Josh.
Intercepted by Johnson. He'll dump it down low. Now up the far boards. Flipped in by Werner.
Oh.
And a pass out front, just out of reach.
Nice centering pass by Johnson there.
Now dumped in by the Spirit. Shimp will go for a line change.
Here comes Eric Life off the bench.
Puck along the far wall. And backhanded back out to neutral ice by the Oil Kings. Andrew Johnson has it. Cross for Werner. Avoids a check but goes down. And able to get right back up and put the puck towards the net. But that one's intercepted and cleared back out. Eric Life on it for the Spirit. As he's able to send it out for Werner. Now ahead for Beaver. He's got Johnson. Well, crisscross. In front for Johnson, a shot and a pad save on a beautiful, nice,
really nice pass.
Crisscross there.
Spinning around by Johnson to put that on his tape.
Some European flow going on
Absolutely,
that one, European
that.
weave. Now back for Daniger, as his pass is out of the reach of Werner, but he's able to chase it down. Oh, and a good play there by the defenseman to prevent the pass in front. Big check along the boards as Life is taken off the puck. Back come Oklahoma City. Oh, they put themselves offside. Good break there for the Spirit as Oklahoma City came in on an odd man rush, but the right winger just a bit offside, and we'll get a face-off just outside the Spirit zone.
A couple of hits out here on the ice. Oil Kings have some size out there in number 22 and number 2. It's been a fairly clean game, one minor penalty though.
Now John Brown working the puck as he'll skate it forward. Moves toward the middle and taking off the puck. Oil Kings able to dump it back out as Worth will pick it up. Slap it off the boards, intercepted, and the shot from a bad angle sails wide.
Dangerous swat there by Worth. Could have easily got the assist on that one.
Yeah. Now loose puck sent in front. Oklahoma City will send it back to the point. Just able to hold it in, the defenseman who had kind of vacated the spot there. But he's able to skate forward and keep it in. Still in the corner. Centering pass in front and chipped just wide by the Oil Kings. And now
Oil
Spirit
Kings
able
showing
to
some
flip
good
it back
life on
out.
this one. Doing a good job of keeping the puck in and moving it around our net there. So
yeah, I think that was their
they've
best
got their legs.
sequence yet of this game. Now puck. I think so.
Little bit of talk going on there. Tyler Kane playing it smart, skating away to get his shift change. A couple of guys behind him, I'm sure, talking about how good his flow looks behind his helmet.
Oh yeah. You missed the warm-ups, Kelly, the introductions, but I was thinking about you when the Oil Kings were skating out. I have to give them like a B- on the flow. Not a whole lot of good flow.
Not a lot of lettuce out there. Yeah.
They did have a man bun, which was pretty impressive. But beyond that, they got to work on their flow a little bit. At least on the starters, as I see number 17 skating in with a pretty good head of hair,
All right.
but he wasn't a starter.
At least he was on the all-hair team.
Yes. Now, puck along the near boards as Shimp goes down, and we get another stoppage. Holding is going to be the call. It's going to go against the Spirit, I think.
Calling that on Shimp. Didn't see that call from...
So once again, the Spirit will find themselves shorthanded with 4:06 to go in the first period.
Very few shots on goal. A lot of moving the puck around. I think there's been a lot of centering shots, but not a lot of shots on goal. So.
Right. Now the Oil Kings will go to work on the power play once again. Big check at the blue line by Daniger, but Oil Kings able to pick it up. And a shot from the left side, saved by Parker. And we'll get a face-off in the Spirit zone. Zon Warner on the draw for the Spirit, won by the Oil Kings, and a shot, and another stick save by Parker. Now the puck in the corner, battle for, and we get some holding there, no call. And now a loose puck picked up by Gavin Lovin. He's able to send it all the way down the ice.
Number 2, the guy that put a big hit on Eric Life, and Eric doing a little hugging down there.
Yeah, that was kind of a wrestling match, Greco-Roman style.
Totally upper body.
Yeah. Now a shot is blocked away by Parker, and puck in the near corner. Picked up by the Spirit, but they can't clear it. Now big number 2 backhands it down low. Daniger up the far boards, and now Warner there for the Spirit. Can't clear it. Eric Life will skate over to give it a try, and it's out of his reach. Shot on goal, and now sent out by the Spirit as there's 45 to go in the penalty to
on
Shimp.
that one. It hit at least 2 players and a ref as it went out.
Now puck sent up the far boards, picked up by John Brown, and he'll wrist it down. Picked up by Worth as Wyatt will circle at center ice. Back to his own blue line, he'll dump it down as time winding down on this penalty, 20 seconds to go. Oil Kings with one last chance at it. Back they come, center ice, and broken up there by John Brown. Now Kane on the puck for the Spirit as he'll look to backhand it out. Able to do so, and that'll do it. Shimp will step out of the box. Spirit able to kill it off once again. So the Oil Kings 0 for 2 on the power play.
Now yelling for Shimp to get over to the bench.
He's off the ice.
That's Kavinsky back on the ice.
Now a loose puck picked up by Kane as he'll gain the red line and dump it in.
So a lot better job by the Oil Kings for getting the puck into Spirit zone and getting some shots off on that power play.
Now loose puck picked up by Shimp as he's back at his defensive position. And now Calvin Wheeler sends it across for Brady Allen. He's dumped, picked up by Will Peters as he's checked to the boards. And now below the net, puck is sent up the wall and held in by the Spirit. And finally flipped back out by Oklahoma City. Brady Allen hustling back for it, and he'll pick it up in his own zone. Now off the boards, headman pass for Calvin Wheeler. As the Spirit break it in, Will Peters tries to pick it up in front, but he's checked off the puck. Now under a minute to go in this first period. Stepping up is Shimp, and he'll send it forward. Right back out by the Oil Kings. And now dumped in by the Oil Kings as they'll go for a line change. Outlet pass doesn't connect for the Spirit and dumped right back in.
We are preventing the Oil Kings from getting anything, but we're not really able to mount an attack here.
Yeah, it's been neither team.
In this third and fourth line, we've got a lot of throwing the puck into open areas rather than passing the puck, and I think we're just seeing a little bit of that sloppy play, which not to jinx anything, but that kind of sometimes ends up in a shot on goal. So
Right. Now 5 seconds to go in the period. One last dump in by Oklahoma City, and time will wind down on the first period as we have no score after one. Shots on goal on the board showing 3 for the Spirit, 4 for the Oil Kings.
4-7 according to our stat guy, which we think is a lot better. So 4 shots for the Oil Kings, 7 shots for the Spirit. Still not very many. That's a pretty low shooting score, or a low shooting period, especially for the amount of movement that went around. That last couple of shifts there was pretty just bounce around hockey. No one able to mount a concentrated attack or any kind of movement. So first round in a 6-round fight here. So they're feeling each other out.
Right. So teams talking things over at their respective benches.
We gonna get a cut in the second intermission?
I would think so. As per usual, I would think we'd still have that.
Don't see you a lot without a mask on, Kurt, but it looks like you're clean shaven today.
Did put the razor to the face today.
Yeah.
Got a haircut, so
all right, got a freshie.
got to mix things up a little bit. Yeah. Speaking of the flow, I had to put an end to any
you had
dreams
you had
I had.
You had let it grow. Now, was that at the behest of Cindy, or?
No, just every once in a while, I just got to mix things up.
Yeah. Every time I think about letting my hair grow out, not only does my wife explain to me that it's not a good idea, but pretty soon I realize I don't really like this anymore.
Yeah. I do it as long as I can tolerate it. That's about right. Yeah.
Looks like Werner, Beaver, and Johnson starting the forward line, and Daniger and Life out as the defensive pair.
We'll start this period 5-on-5. Just 2 minor penalties in that first period, both against the Spirit.
Yep.
Spirit able to kill both of them off.
No real threat of giving up a goal on those, but don't want to get in the habit of that.
Now back underway here in the second period. As off the draw, the puck battled for in the neutral zone, dumped in by Daniger. As the Oil Kings will pick it up the near boards. Daniger will pinch in. Does battle there with help from Beaver and Werner. Now loose puck in front, a shot and a save off the stick of Andrew Johnson as that puck was misplayed a bit by the Oil Kings defenseman, couldn't pick it up. And a dangerous opportunity there for Andrew Johnson. Now behind the net, taken by Werner, sent in front, shot, loose puck, rebound. They jam at it, and the Oil Kings goaltender says no.
Great turnaround shot by Beaver there. I can't believe that didn't slide through the 5-hole.
So a flurry there for the Spirit, and a good scoring opportunity. Strong goaltending, able to prevent the Spirit from breaking on top in this one.
Just like the Spirit, the Oil Kings did bring a second goalie to this game, so.
Now the Cardin line on the ice, Brackett and Skabinski. As they'll battle for it along the far boards, picked up by Major. Oh, and he fans on the shot. Looks like somebody may have got a stick on that. As now back into the Spirit zone, loose puck just inside the blue line, picked up and put on net. Parker makes the save, and maybe a quick whistle there, as looks like the puck was on the ice.
Well, I think Cale Parker likes to play that puck and keep the game moving, and the ref wasn't really ready for him there. Cale has faith in his D to pick that thing up and get it out of there.
Keep things moving along here.
That, and I think he's trying for an assist. I figure if he can throw it up to a winger and get on the score sheet.
Now the puck off the ice over the boards at the Oklahoma City bench. Another face-off in the Spirit. Oh, it's loose in front. The shot, backhander. Save made by Parker. Still on the puck, the Oil Kings. In front, turns to his forehand, and another save by Parker as they're dangerous here. Now we get another delayed call. This time it's going to go against Oklahoma City.
Parker coming off the ice.
And Oklahoma City will touch up.
Springfield Spirit team just didn't really realize that. They none of them looked back to see that Parker was coming off and just didn't protect the puck to get that sixth man out there, which isn't surprising. That's kind of a tough one to catch up to.
And tripping is the call. Big number 2 skates to the box. Looks like he took down Parker on that play.
He must have, because he was the one getting the shots on that and doing the most work down in front of Parker, and really a threat to score there. So he might have done that out of frustration.
So the face-off back in the Oklahoma City zone with Kane, Worth, Lovin on the ice, Brown and Werner. Now back for John Brown. Cross-ice pass for Werner. And right back for Brown. Skates it down. Shots deflected. Loose puck in front. And smothered by the Oil Kings goaltender.
Back to that previous shift. We got a little lucky on that one. We had several bouncing pucks out in front and just couldn't control it and get it out. So this is one of those areas where we need to tighten up. And
now off the draw, puck sent down by the Oil Kings, as John Brown will skate back and set things up. Gavin Lovin skates down low to pick it up, and he'll skate it up the right wing side. Gavin avoids a check, but it's into the skates of the Oil Kings player. Picked up by Kane, cross ice for Worth, and that pass doesn't connect. It's intercepted and dumped back down, as Braun will pick it up once again. This time he's going to skate it up himself.
Werner's
John
out on
Brown.
the ice.
Cross ice for Werner. Down the left wing side, avoids a check, and he's not able to keep it in.
Okay, we got another call here.
As Worth skates to the box immediately on the whistle. And that'll even things up 4-on-4 for the next minute 3. Again, it's an interference call.
A couple of the Oil King fans calling for a technical on Worth as he shows some frustration in the box there.
So we'll skate 4-on-4 for the next 103. And then a brief power play or minute power play for the Oil Kings. Off the draw, won by Johnson. His clearing pass almost takes linesman Mike Hartman's head off. And now overplayed by Shimp back in the zone, and Shimp with a nice job getting a stick on the player crashing the net, able to prevent that pass from getting through. Now Johnson on the puck for the Spirit. He'll go cross ice for Shimp and dumps it down. I think he doesn't realize we're 4-on-4. Played by the goaltender, so no icing.
That was touched up in the air by one of the Oil Kings players to prevent the icing, but still, I'd like to see our players realize this is an even strength game.
Now Carden on the puck. He'll skate it wide behind the net. Looks to center it. It does. Sticked away and chipped out by Oklahoma City. Shimp will skate back to it. Circles in front of his own net.
4 seconds left in the even strength. Now we're shorthanded.
Carden on the puck for the Spirit. Ooh, nifty move. Goes around the defense. And now sets up behind the net. Off the back of the net. Now set in front. Rister. And that one's deflected high. And chased down by Carden. He'll dump it down low. Stolen away by the Oil Kings, but they can't clear it. And sent to the far corner by Brady Allen. Picked up there by the Oil Kings. They'll skate it back out. 30 to go in their abbreviated power play.
Houston Brackett on the ice.
As the Oil Kings once again will look to clear it out. Good pressure here by the Spirit.
What we got here? Brackett, Lovin, Allen, and Shimp.
Now into the zone. As the Oil Kings will look to center in front. Houston Brackett able to get a stick on it and chips it to the blue line, but held in. Now Rister, and a good stick there by Brady Allen, prevents that one from getting through. Back to even strength, and trying to spring Worth out of the box, the Spirit, but it's too hot to handle. And we'll get a face-off on an icing call. 10:30 to go here in the second period. Still no score in this one. And back to even strength, 5-on-5.
Well, we've managed to kill off, 3 penalties here with no real serious, well, I guess there was a couple of threats, but I just don't want us to get into this habit.
Yeah. Now, Nickel Daniger on the puck for the Spirit. As pressure on by the Oil Kings, they're able to intercept it, send it toward the net, but stick to the side by Daniger, and the Spirit able to play it forward along the far boards as they'll try to clear it, but can't. Now Cale Parker says, I got
I'll
this.
take care of this.
As he wrists it back out to center ice. And now Eric Life, pardon me, tried to skate it forward.
Not the 1980 Olympic team.
I'm like, yeah, where'd that name come from? Now the puck dumped in by the Oil Kings. Life back to get it for the Spirit. He's got a man on, able to avoid that. But it trickles away from him and stolen away by the Oil Kings. And this time, Parker says, we need to just get a whistle and change things up.
Yeah, but boy, he did that with a lot of confidence. You know, he looked up to see if he could play it out to one of his players. And he waited until the very last second to jump on that. I like that kind of confidence in the goalie, knowing that he can spring something at any minute.
Warner line back on the ice with Beaver and Johnson. Now off the draw, a bouncer played by Bussin up the far boards, held in, and dumped back down low the Spirit net. Oil Kings on the puck first as they'll possess it in the corner. Look to center it. Now back to the point, able to avoid a check. Now overskates it, and Beaver able to disrupt things for a moment. And now puck sent high towards the net, and putting a backhanded save on it was Parker, and he'll freeze it for a face-off with exactly 9 minutes to go in this second period. Now off the draw, puck in the near corner.
Shots on goal 6-10.
As Oil Kings will pick up the puck, backhanded to the point. Bouncer settled and put towards the net, but just wide. Now puck in the far corner as they'll try to work it in front. Andrew Johnson will pick it up at the boards, but they can't clear it. Stolen away by the Oil Kings, and a shot sails wide.
I don't know that I'd call that a stolen by. That was a misguided breakout pass that went right back into the house.
Yeah, a little sloppy there on the breakout execution. Now the puck in the Oil King zone, backhanded down low by Beaver and sent in front by Warner, but intercepted and sent back out. As puck now just inside the blue line. Johnson on it for the Spirit. He'll dump it down low and go for a line change. Below the net.
Werner, Worth, Lovin on the line. Allen and Shimp at D right now.
And puck along the far wall. Picked up by Wyatt Worth. He'll back things out. Look for some open ice.
Oh, brilliant little
down
pass
low.
There by Worth.
Gavin Lovin tries to work it in
Lovin
front.
in the corner.
That was nifty. Now Kane, cross-ice pass, but nobody home as Worth was dumped. No call. And now Wyatt will pick it up in the corner. Skates it below the net. Looks to center it. Stops. Avoids the check. Still on it. Skates in front. Shot. Saved by the Oil Kings goaltender. And able to clear it out. Now dumped right back in by Worth as he'll go for a line change.
I think that whole sequence was fueled by fury. Wyatt was a little mad by getting hit, and he decided he was going to get a shot off hell or high water. Oh!
Now a shot.
Gift right there.
Just wide. Puck along the far boards as there's a scrum of players battling for it. Sent back out by the Oil Kings. And Brady Allen will pick it up. Oh, and he takes an elbow high. No call from number 2. Big number 2.
Yeah, big tall number 2. That was probably a tall person's elbow, but he easily could have gotten called for that head contact.
We've seen that happen to big number 55 a time or two on our side.
You know, and it's one of those things that's, frankly, it's unfair both ways, you know. No one should have to take an elbow to the head and a person that's just tall shouldn't have to constantly pay for that. It's just one of those things that we have to deal with. So, don't exactly know what this gentleman's problem is, but apparently he was
trying to direct some traffic out there as the Oil Kings need some extra manpower on the ice. Now we got things figured out. Carden will take the draw. It's picked up by the Oil Kings and skated back to center ice. And now into the Spirit zone as Busson's going to interfere with the player, and he should have been called for the penalty, and the Oil Kings player parents were screaming, and I got to be honest, I don't blame them.
Yeah, that was, uh-oh.
Oh, and a big collision there as number 22 and Daniger both go down. Spirit able to dump it down. And now backhander sent in the middle. Oil Kings able to skate it out and backhand it back into the Spirit zone. Daniger on it for the Spirit. Out up the far wall. Able to avoid a few checks and skates it to center ice, flips it to himself as he'll chase it down in the corner. Centering pass just out of the reach of Skabinski and all the way back to center ice as Oil Kings will skate it into the Spirit zone. Now a shot, and I don't know how he saw it, but Parker able to get a blocker on it. Great save there as back comes Spirit. Big check as Peters is taken down. Good clean check.
Very clean check.
Now puck in the corner as the physical play picks up here once again.
Yeah, I think unfortunately that our team is starting to look for the hit as opposed to the puck offsides, and that's not a good mindset for our kids to be in. We've seen that happen in other games where they start to look for that and fail to play some defense. So hopefully we calm down.
Peters, Lowe, Wheeler line on the ice as Lowe will pick it up off the draw. He's able to work it into the zone, but taken immediately by the Oil Kings and dumped back out. Now bouncer back to the neutral zone. Nicholas Lowe doing battle along the boards. Now Peters will drop over and pick it up. Tries to get a shot off.
On the wall there.
Now behind the net, centering pass off a pad.
Nice
Rebound
job by Wheeler.
Shot from the side off the post.
Centering the puck a couple of times, getting a rebound and tinging one off the post.
And now a stoppage. We get a penalty. It's going to go against the Spirit, and it's going to be Nicholas Lowe skating to the box.
That had to have been some wrestling in front of the net. Didn't see okay.
Yeah, looks like they're going to get two. So they'll be offsetting here. Hooking is the call on Lowe and tripping the call on the Oklahoma City player.
Couple of guys fighting in front of the net, so call it even, and that's probably a good way to handle that.
So coincidental minors, and we'll remain 5-on-5. Players will be out at 2:28 and a whistle.
All right. Need
second.
one more here. Beaver skates off. Not sure what's going on here. Who do we got on the ice now? Carden, Johnson, Warner.
Now off the draw, puck below the net. Picked up by the Spirit, sent in front. Loose puck, shot. Oh, and Carden whistles it just wide.
And he was looking for that far corner too.
Now a shot from the point, blocker save, and the rebound hits the side of the net. Warner on the puck for the Spirit, tries to settle it, and he'll dump it down in the corner. Loose puck. Now dumped to the other side. Carden battles for it along the near wall. Brady Allen pinching in, and now picked up by Johnson. Johnson tries to skate in front, and it's poke checked off of his stick. Carden will pick it up, sends it back for Johnson in the corner. Oh, and a shot from behind the net. I think he tried to bank it off the back of the goaltender. And now a bouncer is skated back to center ice by Oklahoma City. Cross ice pass and dumped in on net. Played by Parker for Brady Allen as teams will go for line change. Now
Quick
Grady.
release by Parker there. He didn't want to sit around. Matlock's on later, man. He wants to be home.
That's right.
Wants to get this win and get out of here.
Now dumped in the far corner. Picked up by the Oil Kings. And outlet pass hits Lovin. He'll steal it, dump it back down low. And and a big check there in the boards.
Yeah,
could have been a check
bit
from
from
behind.
too. He got lucky not getting a call on that one.
They let that one go. And icing waved off. Now
no, called by the trailing.
Late icing call there as Parker heads up, hugged the post to make sure it wasn't on net and let it go for an icing. And we do finally get that call.
Well, I think that the Oil Kings are definitely showing a lot more life than they showed in the first 5 minutes of the game. It's paying off for them for some shots, and they're playing a heavy contact game here. It's making our players have to pay attention to keep their heads up. So
definitely defensively sound.
Yeah.
Much more defensively sound this game.
And
Still looking for their offense to click, so Spirit need to keep the foot on the gas. Now cross-eyes pass from Worth, tries to find Lovin in front.
Really nice pass there, looking for him.
Just over his stick. And now sent back to center ice. Look out here, as it was almost sent in on a break by the Oil Kings. Spirit able to clear it back out. Now loose puck chipped off the boards and dumped in by Oklahoma City. Life will hustle back for it. Tries to avoid a check, for the most part able to do so. But held in by Oklahoma City, dumped down low. Now centering it in front, and from a bad angle, shots on net, and retaliation there by Daniger as the Oklahoma City forward was whacking away at the loose puck, and taking offense to that was Daniger. We'll see if we get a call on that.
Nope, looks like it's clean.
Skate away. 1:50 to go here in this second period. Still looking for our first goal in this game.
Let's get it down to the other end of the ice before we do that.
That would be nice. The Carton-Skabinski bracket line on the ice, as looks like Major's digging the music selection here, bobbing his head,
He's
feeling the
He's
groove.
always been a dancer out on the ice.
Now puck sent to center ice, chased down by Skabinski. He's got a couple of trailers from that angle shot. And what a save, and the rebound was loose, but just unable to jump on it. Now back come the Oil Kings the other way, down the right side, sent towards the net, and they score. So end-to-end action. Bussin was there on defense, but big number 2 able to fight him off and put the puck on net, and he bangs home the rebound. And Oklahoma City does dent the net first.
Yes, they do.
And it's now 1-0 with 1:27 to go in the second period. So the Spirit find themselves trailing to Oklahoma City for the first time this season. I think you're right. Now the puck back in the Spirit zone. Shimp on it as he'll send it forward. Now picked up by Peters. And good pressure on by the Oil Kings once again. Centering pass in front. Sticked aside by Allen, and he'll skate it back out as we're under a minute to go here in this second period. Puck at the Oklahoma City blue line, intercepted by the Spirit. Back comes Wheeler. And hops off of his stick. And picked up by Oklahoma City. And player dumped by Wheeler. And he'll skate to the penalty box. Yeah, tough break there as we get tripping is the call. So Oklahoma City will go to the power play once again. Now taken by the Oklahoma City Oil Kings and dumped in. Bouncer on net. Tricky play there, but Parker able to drop down and put a glove on it. And face off in the Spirit zone. 29.3 to go in the second period. Now off the draw, picked up by Warner. He'll skate it back out. To the outside, works it below the net. Still on it. Now he'll skate it back out to kill some time with 10 to go. And now Daniger looks to backhand it out. Stolen away by Oklahoma City, but time will expire on the second period. And just ride this out. So as you said, Kelly, the Spirit will go to the locker room trailing in this one, and time for a little reflection and maybe some motivational speech from head coach Benjamin B.J. Norman. And hopefully we'll have some extra jump in the skates in this third period. All right, well, we'll take a break here for the second period intermission. We'll get a fresh sheet of ice and be back for the third period here in just about 15 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. We've got a fresh sheet of ice and 15 more minutes to decide this one. Spirit find themselves down by a goal.
Well, we're going to have a 123 shorthanded period here.
Down by a goal, down by a man.
Spirit enters the ice with a little energy. I like to see that.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see energy level as we start this period. Of course, it starts with that penalty kill. Get a good kill and hopefully start building some offensive momentum.
How's my mic working here?
Talking off camera
Oh, you're okay.
between periods, another player that we realize is not in action tonight, and that's Gage Robb. So no Gage Robb tonight. We hear he's a little under the weather, so wish him all the best. Hopefully he'll be back out there soon. I think it may be hopefully more precautionary than anything, but certainly hope to see him out there soon as well. As referee blows a whistle, just about set for third period action.
It's like Calvin Wheeler skated towards the bench and then realized where he was going to sit for the next minute and a half.
So he's back to the sin bin. Hopefully he's going to be there for a minute and 23.
Yeah, we'd like him to stay the entire time. Wouldn't hurt my feelings for our team to get a shorty. You know, we haven't had one of those in a long time. We do have a history of getting those.
I was going to say, it's certainly something that they're no stranger to. And I think that first penalty kill probably had the best offensive push of any of the penalties they've had to kill tonight.
Well, and
get
really
that cranked up again.
That first 5 minutes was our best offense of the game, penalty kill or no. So, like to see us get that energy back here. Werner and Lovin starting off on the forward, and Brown and Bussin as the defensive pairing. Big number 2 for the Oil Kings.
And we are underway here in the third. Off the draw, puck is played forward by the Oil Kings, and back they skate towards Spirit ice. Stolen away, and Lovin able to dump it back out on the second effort. Whoops, lost the phone here, folks. Hang on a second.
Werner into the corner. He chases it
Scott.
back, puts a little pressure on him. Picked up on the far wall by 43 for the Oil Kings. Lovin taps it back into the corner, doing a good job of killing a little time here. DDD passes behind, interrupted by Werner. He sends it back in. Lovin grabs it. He might have a shot here from the far side, and a little chippy in there. Goalie flips it up into the netting, so some good pressure by the Springfield. Decides to at least get a little shot off. That's some nice energy we wanted to see.
Yeah, we do in fact get that offensive push on the penalty kill there, and nice to see that pressure. Still 41 to go here in the penalty to Wheeler, as it's going to be Kane and Worth now stepping on the ice to kill it off.
Shimp and Allen at the blue line.
Now below the net, Worth on the puck. Wyatt skates back to his own blue line, and as Werner did at the end of the second period, he'll skate it back to center ice as well.
Not really sure about that tactic, though. I personally am a little bit of a believer of trying to shoot the puck on the goal.
Yeah. Now puck still in the Oil Kings zone. 15 to go on the penalty. Now cross ice pass. And right back.
Interrupted by Kane.
Good stick there. And dumped back down by Shimp.
And we are 5-on-5. Wheeler skates for the bench. Here comes Skabinski out on the ice.
Now Worth on the puck. Can't work it in front. From the side, shot is deflected wide off the stick of Brady Allen. Skabinski's there for the Spirit. He'll dump it down low for Kane. And he rings it around the boards. Now back to the point. Brady Allen picks it up, skates it down, and puts a wrister on toward the net, but high. And puck in the near corner now. Played below the Oil Kings net, loose puck. And battling for it, able to pick it up, the Spirit, as now Carden tries to avoid a check. Still battling in the corner and skates it up the near wall. He'll drop it down low for Brackett. Right back for Carden, but intercepted there and dumped out of the zone by Oklahoma City. No icing, as Shimp will pick it up for the Spirit. He's got room to skate. Down the left wing side with a head of steam. Owen's poke checked off of his stick. Picked up by Carden. He's taken down, no call. And back comes Oklahoma City as they'll send it on net. Stick to the corner by Parker. And now below the net, Shimp has it. Back for Skabinski, but it hops over his stick. And the clearing effort is intercepted at the blue line. Sent toward the net. And now played back out. Held in at the point. As working in front, but losing his stick was the Oklahoma City player. And back on the Spirit, Beaver. Around one check. And now taken off the puck by the player who had lost his stick, but still has a big shoulder that he can lay into the Spirit player. Now Life able to shake off a check, and he'll pick it up. Eric Life to center ice. He's got some speed, but it's poke checked off of his stick. And loose puck, they can't find it.
Yeah, Beaver couldn't see it in his feet there.
Now finally picked up by Beaver. Headman pass intercepted and dumped in. Life will pick it up once again and works it up the far wall. Pass doesn't connect, but the Spirit able to break it out. As it's going to be taken there by the Oil Kings. And just flip toward the Spirit blue line. Taken back by Eric Life as he'll send it forward. Now across for Johnson. Into the zone. Shot and a save. Good shot there from the left wing.
Good shot,
Andrew Johnson.
Good cross-ice pass by Werner to find Johnson over there.
Spirit still looking for their first goal in this one. 10:56 to go here in the third period. As number 19 retrieves his stick for Oklahoma City and skates back to the bench. Now Will Peters on the draw with Lowe and Wheeler. Puck rung around the boards, held in by Bussin, puts it toward the net. Deflected away. Now battle on the boards. Wheeler sends it to the far corner, and Lowe has it there. Nicholas works it down into the corner. He's got a man on, and now help from his teammate. Dumps down low. We got a delayed call coming up. It's going to go against Oklahoma City, and they'll touch it up.
I didn't see it.
Cross-checking is indicated. I did not see the actual infraction, but we'll wait to see who's going to the box. It's going to be number 10 for Oklahoma City. So a golden opportunity here for the Spirit as they'll get a power play and a chance to get this thing even up.
Lovin, Kane, Worth.
Power play unit number 1 on the ice. Warner and Brown.
Warner dropping back to D, give them a little extra offensive firepower back there.
Now off the draw, it'll come back to Warner at the point. Zahn dumps it down low, but he can't connect with Worth.
He was looking for that Worth over in the far corner, which has been a really good combination on that pass lately.
Now back in his own zone. Warner will pick it up once again. Headman pass, but it's deflected.
On net, too.
On net. So we'll get a stoppage and a face-off in the Oklahoma City zone. 1:37 to go in the penalty to the Oil Kings, as this line will remain on the ice. And we'll see if Kane can win that draw back for Warner once again, get things set up. Sometimes he likes to shoot it off the face-off too.
Yeah.
It's actually won by Oklahoma City though, and dumped back down as Parker will set it up. John Brown has it behind his own net. John Brown. Cross-ice pass behind Warner and intercepted by Oklahoma City, dumped right back down. And they'll get to the puck first. Big number 2 sends it in front. Played there by the Spirit. Look out, loose puck. And now they'll work it out to center ice. 3-on-2. Back they come. Now 4-on-2 from a bad angle. Shot sails wide.
Well, you would have liked to have seen that pass go across his crease there.
They had numbers.
4 players going into the crease, and he takes a shot from the goal line. That's a dangerous pass across the house right there. A little bit of a turnaround here for the Springfield Spirit players. This is a penalty or a power play, and we haven't gotten it out of our zone practically to get a shot on.
A little bottled up. Now work to the blue line, skated in, but immediately back out. As now John Brown will dump it in the corner. We get scrum happening at center ice.
A couple of players got caught up in each other's arms and went down on the ice. I don't think there was any real penalty there. It was behind the play. Certainly didn't affect play.
Now Lovin on the puck for the Spirit along the far boards. And stolen away by Oklahoma City. They're able to dump it out, and that's going to do it as time will expire on this power play.
So we've got Brackett, Johnson, and Carden out on the ice here.
Now cross ice pass.
No, they're going to call that icing. No
They're
icing.
going to hit
Touch
the
up.
Oil Kings defenseman, so they'll wave it off. Now in the Oklahoma zone from a bad angle, a shot, rebound is loose in front. Now back to the point, wrister fanned on by Shimp. As now the puck taken in the corner by the Oil Kings, sent to the blue line, held in. Looks like the Oil Kings goaltender's lost his stick.
Puck's in ice, nets off too.
And the net came off as well, so we'll get a whistle for that. Good sequence there. Flurry, the side of the net. Spirit unable to bang it home. With 7:59 to go in this one and time becoming a factor. Peters, Lowe, Wheeler line on the ice with Daniger and Life. Off the draw, won by Oklahoma City as they'll ring it around the boards. And able to break it out. Back to center ice. Stolen away by the Spirit. As Peters will skate over and pick up a loose puck. He's able to wrist it back out to center ice. Oklahoma City on the puck there. Now in their own zone. Pressure on by the Spirit, and it's intercepted and dumped back in. Hustling to it is Wheeler. Calvin can't catch up to it, but Lowe will on the other side, but Oklahoma City will fight him off and clear it back to center ice. And now in the Spirit zone, Eric Life has a man on. He's
we're going to call that. They're going to call that.
hog-tied and just thrown to the ice,
Slung
into the
our
boards.
player into the wall, so we're going to have some head contact there, I believe. We've got a man advantage out there. Kale went to the bench.
Back come the Spirit, and now check to the boards, Daniger. And he needs to skate away and not give up this man advantage. As the Spirit will once again go to work on the power play. As Eric Life was wrapped up and just whipped into the boards, holding as he
looks like they're going to just call that a minor, but I think they could have called that a head contact because he went head into the board there.
So power play unit number 1 back on the ice. And another opportunity here for the Spirit. Off the draw, puck to the boards, and played there by the Spirit. Worth across for Werner. Centers in front, finds Wyatt, shoots. Save, as that pass did get through.
Yes, it did. That's
Wyatt,
that backdoor Wyatt shot they're looking for.
Took him a second, just a split second to settle it and get it ready to shoot.
Coach BJ certainly teaches a catch and release shot. He doesn't want them doing one-timers.
Yeah.
You'd rather get a sure shot off rather than a big booming one.
Now a shot loose in front, rebound. It's still loose, and now a whistle as the puck was sent on net, and a rebound loose in front. Spirit player in the area, but unable to bang it home.
Couple of face washes there.
And the penalty will be called, and it's going to go against Tyler Kane.
Tyler Kane with a big smile on his face there, so he's not too happy or not too worried about it.
Coincidental minors, so Kane in the box for the Spirit for cross-check. I didn't see what the call was against the Oklahoma City player. but it will be coincidental minors.
Yep.
And we will continue to skate 5-on-4 here.
Who do we got here? We got
Carden on the
Johnson,
ice.
Carden, and Brackett.
Now off the draw, one by the Spirit, back to the point.
Oh, just tipped by the Oil Kings there.
Good play there. As Spirit will have to retreat into their own zone. Brady Allen on the puck. Back to center ice. Brady weaves his way through traffic. Now into the Oklahoma zone, and poke checked off of his stick. Spirit able to hold it in along the near wall. Brackett cross ice for Daniger, winds it up. Shot. I'm not sure if that was deflected or if it was just high.
I think it just went high.
Now Brady Allen will chase it down in his own zone once again. Headman pass, bounces off the stick and sent back into the Spirit zone. Loose puck picked up by Brady.
We're making this harder than it needs to be here.
Now back come the Spirit. Johnson down the left wing side, winds it up, shot and a blocker save. Bouncer in the corner is picked up by the Oil Kings, but they can't clear it. Now cross ice for Allen, and he'll dump it down low for Carden below the net. Centers it in front, and nobody home to pick it up, as Brady Allen will pick up the loose puck in his own zone and send the puck forward. 15 to go in the power play. Oh, and a big check there by Daniger.
I can't say we're showing a whole lot of urgency about getting a shot off here during this power play or even just as a team.
Now back to the Spirit. Daniger fans on the pass in front and intercepted by Oklahoma City as we're back to even strength. 5-on-5. Oklahoma City with the puck in their own zone. They'll send it out and icing indicated. We'll get a stoppage here and a face-off back in the Oklahoma City zone. 4:40 to go in this third period. Spirit still looking to break the goose egg. They trail 1-0 in this one.
$17-15 shots up on the board is the correct stat according to our man.
Now a bit of a wrinkle here as Zahn Warner will take this face-off with Worth and Lovin on his wings. So Kane in the box.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
as those minor penalties are now served, and Kane will take his spot on this line as Warner will skate back to the bench. Now off the draw, puck to the corner, chased down by Kane, fights off a check, still on it, works it in front, and a shot and a save by the Oklahoma City goaltender who's been solid, rock solid in this game.
Yes, he has.
And we'll get another stoppage.
I don't know if he's been rock solid or if we've just managed to hit him in the chest a bunch.
Yeah, we haven't tested him tremendously, but he's made the key saves when he's had to.
He's certainly made 18 of them, that's for sure.
Now off the draw, puck around the board, stumped back down low by Lovin, and picked up by Kane. Now back to the point, Bussin, shot deflected on net, and stolen
nice little
away.
deflection by Wyatt Worth, fighting for some space up there in front of the net.
Heads up play there as now the puck in the Spirit zone. And below the net, set in front, and almost deflected in. Hits Parker's pad, and he's able to smother it.
I don't know if they would have called that a distinct kicking motion, though.
Yeah. And now we're going to get another call. Looks like we are. As Kane's going to go right back to the box, and I think that's the third interference call on the Spirit in this game. This one's against Tyler Kane. So shorthanded situation here with only 4 minutes to go. Not what you want to see, and now you really have to think about pushing the envelope and trying to get some offensive pressure if you can.
Yep. Going to play half the rest of this game short.
Off the draw, picked up by Warner, and he skates it out. As
like to see
Zahn
them
will
put a
dump
lot
it
of
in.
pressure on this.
Now in the corner, Brackett. And stolen away by the Oil Kings. So they'll skate it back out. Cross ice pass and dumped in. Behind the Spirit net, picked up by Warner. And actually stolen away by the Oil Kings as they'll send it in front. Good stick there as the Spirit able to clear it out. Killing time on this penalty. Houston Brackett hustling to it. He can't catch up to it though. And it's sent back to center ice. Now back come the Oil Kings into the Spirit zone. Winds up for a shot and a save there by Parker. Rebound cleared out. As Daniger will hustle to it. Oh, heads up, careful there. Daniger intercepts it behind the net. Cross ice pass. Oh, and a big check there. Carden goes down. And they're going to call that one. Head contact is the call. And that'll end the night for number 77 as he skates to the box for head contact. 2 and a 10. So that'll even things up for the next 57 seconds, and then the Spirit, barring any other penalties, will get a power play. 2:57 to go in the game.
Well,
Worth and Levin on the ice for the Spirit.
I like
Brady
the fact
Allen.
that we were putting a little pressure on that penalty kill there. I mean, we're a good enough team against this team to spring something loose, and we did manage to keep it in. I don't know that everyone on the ice was playing like they were playing to score off of the shorty, but.
So I think we're waiting for the Oil Kings to put an extra player in the box to serve the 2-minute penalty. They do have a player in the box now, and
Everybody on the Spirit up and leaning against the wall. Everybody's engaged.
now Wyatt Worth set to take the draw. Now off the draw, back to the point. Allen backhands it down low. And pushed forward by Oklahoma City as they're able to work it back to center ice. Brady Allen will pick it up. Now off the far boards, can't connect it with Worth. And no icing as Oklahoma City will take it behind their own net. Dump it all the way down. This should go for an icing. Even 4-on-4, I don't know why
I'm not sure why they waved that off.
Now Brady Allen skates it back, poke checked off of his stick.
Big number 2 there took 2 strides and caught up to him quickly.
He's been their best player all night.
For
now
sure.
in the
Oh,
zone.
center that.
And nifty little move there by Lovin, but can't quite finish.
Had Worth lurking up there in the.
Now Lovin on it once again.
Kane is back on the ice, so we're 5-on-4 for a little bit, 57 seconds.
As Oklahoma City able to clear it out.
And we're now dumping the puck instead of controlling it.
Oh,
that's going to be high sticking.
Good hand-eye coordination there to swat that one out of the air, but
just a little high.
Just a bit high. Timeout has been called by the Spirit with 1:42 to go in the third period. And Coach BJ Norman wants to talk things over at the bench.
Got 45 seconds here of a man advantage. And then 1 minute of 5-on-5 action here.
We'll see if the Spirit want to get Cale Parker to the bench at some point.
I think I'd give it 45 seconds of power play before I did that, maybe.
Yeah.
Although, you know, a 2-man advantage.
Kind of wait and see how things play out. If they're able to get possession in the zone, they may just want to
heck, now that I talk about it, let's gamble it. Get possession and get him off the ice, and let's see what a 2-man advantage can do. You know, there's been quite a few hits in this game. I think by and large it's been a fairly clean game, though. We've shot ourselves in the foot a couple of times with some penalties that we could have avoided, but by and large the play itself I think has been pretty good. You know.
Yeah. Not a lot of retaliation or cheap stuff after the whistle. Just
some big hits, certainly, though.
Which you always like to see. Good, clean hits. Good, hard, physical game is how it should be played.
A lot of these kids know each other. From the times that we've gone into Oklahoma City or Tulsa and played, they're certainly not strangers to each other playing, and I don't think they're strangers to each other on Snapchat and Instagram or anything, you know? So.
All right, so 1:42 to go.
What do we got here? Carden, Worth, Kane, Werner at D, Lovin. Nope, Carden goes off.
Puck is won by the Spirit. Back.
Looking for Wyatt Worth. He's streaking down.
Oh, and what a pass! Just off his stick, almost perfect. Now the goalie out of the net. Loose in front. Now shot.
Oh!
Just deflected wide as the goalie was nowhere to be found. Inexplicably goes to play that puck and almost backfired on him. They're able to dodge a bullet momentarily.
Yep.
Now still in the zone along the half wall. Lovin, cross-ice pass. Oh, it hops over Werner's stick. Werner picks it up, tries to go back for Kane. Now finally able to get it to him. Back for Zahn. 1 minute exactly to go as the puck sails out of play. And 3 seconds to go in the penalty. I don't know if that's how they drew it up with that outlet pass, and it hit Worth, but they almost pulled it off to perfection, breaking out of the zone. It just hopped away from Wyatt Worth. They would have been in the clear. Spirit still able to put pressure on and almost got it tied up. Now
I
Kane
think
on
they
the
certainly
draw.
drew up that pass for an outlet because the second they dropped the puck, Wyatt was streaking up the far wall. I just don't think that their back pass got to Werner fast enough to get it when they wanted it.
Yeah.
But it still almost worked.
Now they're working on the goaltender's equipment, and he's ready to go. Cale Parker still in the net for the moment. Puck along the boards.
Got a
As we're
fifth
back to
player
even
back
strength.
on the ice.
Now loose puck is kept in the zone by the Spirit. Worth as now Parker to the bench for the extra attacker. 41 seconds to go.
Looks like Daniger's going to go into the box. Not sure exactly what happened there,
that's
but
the last thing you want to see.
39.4 seconds left.
Head contact, 2 and a 10. So the Spirit will have to get another player in the box to serve that penalty. And the last thing you want to see here with the Spirit in need of a goal to get this thing tied and the extra attacker on the ice.
Well, let's, and it looks like it's a head contact, 2 and a 10.
Yeah, so Wheeler will skate to the box to serve this. And Parker back on the ice. He's at the hash marks, waiting to see if the Spirit can work the puck in, and he'll go to the bench once again. Spirit do dump it in off the face-off. And now into the corner as Parker now will skate to the bench. 27 seconds to go. And
here comes the
Brackett
fifth attacker.
on the ice, back to the point, held in by Allen. Wrist shot, hits the body. Now in front, Johnson, his shot's deflected and sent to the blue line and out.
10 seconds.
All the way down as Brady Allen will pick it up in his own zone and skate it back up, but time is going to run out. That's going to do it.
Brown just can't get a hand on it.
As Oklahoma City will hang on and win this one by a final score of 1-0.
Got the goalie down on the ground there. Not sure what happened there. Don't know if he's down out of relief or if he got hit. But, you know, Oklahoma City earned that win.
They sure did.
They earned that win.
They sure did. And like you said, I think maybe we overlooked them a little bit. They haven't beat them twice on home ice recently. And just goes to show you can't take anything for granted. You got to come ready to play. And Oklahoma City, as you said, Kelly, definitely earned that one. So tough loss for the Spirit. They'll have a chance to rebound tomorrow morning. 10:45, I believe, is game time for that one.
And that goalie is skating off the ice favoring one leg, so I'm not sure what happened there.
That was odd, as that was after the final buzzer sounded and no one around him. So hopefully he's okay.
Fairly decent sportsmanship showing up out on the ice here. A couple of high fives and knuckles out there for the kids. Our goalie's checking on their goalie. So. Yep.
So once again, we'll take a look at next action for you tomorrow morning, 10:45, right back here at Jordan Valley Ice Park. The Spirit will get another crack at the Oklahoma City Oil Kings. We'll have that game for you at 10:45. Thanks for watching, everyone. For Kelly Carden and Nick Lutsky on the camera, Scott Lutsky bringing you the action as always. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow morning.